All right, we're about what? 3, 4, 6 minutes early? Yeah, 6 minutes early. So there we go. We're 6 minutes early. That's what you get. Linked it out there on the side chat, YouTube chat, if anybody wants to jump in. But again, yeah, this is the Thursday edition strike. Just kind of, just kind of a chill chat. Not really so much to do about guns or politics, unless you want to talk about it. But pretty much sure, just everyone can just jump in and be part of the conversation. So, it's just one of those kind of chats. Water cooler, more or less. So, anybody wants to jump in, they are more than welcome to. I only do topics for hit or miss because once a week is enough for me. So, we got Artisan Tony talking about how he dated a Democrat at one point. It's the one blemish on his record. We've got Keith Gregory out there too. What's going on, Keith? Speak of the devil and he shall appear. You muted, by the way. Remember to press the unmute button. I cannot do it for you.
Well, you're the one that said it that way to make everybody muted when they showed up.
Because some people leave their TVs on when they join chats, and I don't want to get dinged for copyright.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Google's going to get you for more than copyright. They're going to get you for the unspiritual ways that you are.
New York Atcast, I don't go to Sonics that often anymore. I used to. Nowadays, not so much. I haven't been to one in like a few months. So it's like I haven't been one since I've been to a Sonic since before the pandemic.
I haven't been to a Sonic since I've been cleansed of my sins.
What are you, some born again Christian or something?
I'm a born again diet man.
Well,
I'm a plant nutrition guy now.
I hadn't really realized you'd gone full on G-Webs.
I only eat things that have been grown in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing at Sonic that qualifies.
No, there's not. Well, no, probably not.
They got some mold there in their kitchen that was grown in the ground, probably.
Maybe.
Not.
Yeah. We also got G23 out there. He's blaming me. GA Trucker 69 is out there. What's up, buddy? How you doing? So again, threw the link out there for everyone to jump in, just hang out, because that's what we're doing here. We're not doing anything important. You got anything you want to talk about or anything, just jump in and start a conversation.
That was a cry for help from Night Strike to save him from Artisan Tony.
Tony, that's not true. That's not true. But I do have some news.
You're not pregnant?
I think the odds are not in my favor for that. So I think I'm the wrong gender for that. But no, I got an email today giving me tracking for the rifle I ordered from the CMP.
Oh, the Garand.
Mm-hmm.
The Garand.
Yep.
I like that. I'm going to pronounce it however I want to from now on. I'm old now, so I can pronounce it however I want to.
Yeah, you're an old man. It's okay, Grandpa.
So people can't say it's pronounced Garand,
or Garand, or this or that. I don't care how it's pronounced. I just care that he gets to my front door.
Yeah. You know, I bought a Yugo
SKS.
SKS,
Yeah.
and I even cleaned out the gas tube from all the cosmoline. That was a fun trip.
So, well, at least your SKS came in cosmoline. Mine came in rust. So
Are you serious?
Yeah. My SKS.
How'd that happen?
I bought a Type 56 SKS, and
That's because the Chinese don't have the same kind of cosmoline.
well, they didn't make this one in cosmoline at all.
They got the watered down cosmoline.
They packed this thing in rust, not cosmoline. I checked. I checked to see if it was just dried cosmoline. It's not dried. It was not dried cosmoline. That was rust.
Long before COVID-19, the Chinese were like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to screw over every person who buys a top 56 or whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, those are SKSs, but whatever. I mean, AK. Sorry, did I say SKS? The Chinese have had it figured out for a long time. Let's just put it that way. They were like, we're going to teach these silly Americans everything they buy is going to have made in China on it, and if they change their mind, it's going to be way too late.
So, what's your excuse?
Me?
Yeah, half the stuff you buy is from made in China. You know that, right?
What do I buy that's made in China? I bought a Yugoslavian SKS.
Well, probably the nails.
I didn't even order a Chinese sling from I'm going to make, to avoid China. I'm buying a what was it? A Siberian sling, and I'm going to put the leather circles things on it. I want to make my own little connectors, because the regular sling won't fit on the front part of the SKS, the real SKSs.
No, I'm talking about quite literally everything else you buy. It literally, if you look at it, it's made.
I don't buy anything anymore. That's the thing. And my wife gets mad because I don't buy anything anymore.
So you don't buy any tools, you don't buy any, materials or anything?
2x4s come from Canada, unfortunately.
They might be made in China.
No, that's one thing I can count on. Either out west, Western pine, or Canadian.
The nails or the screws might be made in China.
Thank Jesus. The nails might be. I think somebody buys them and then probably puts the American stamp on them.
Probably.
We need to find out where Duo Fast and Pass Load nails are made. That's for sure.
Right?
I'm looking at it right now.
You can't tell whether they're made in China or not because they're so small. They don't have to stamp made in China. So companies might just be buying them in bulk from China and then selling them at a profit,
Oh, look. Pass Load continues to be the leading domestic manufacturer of premium tool and nail fastening systems for I thought it said 4 planets, but it was 4 plants in the United States. That's cool. Pass Load is like the number one nail for nail guns.
Yeah.
For like framing and decking. So thankfully. But yeah, the reason I thought of nails was because, and you too, was probably because of Chinese steel. Right. Uh-oh. Did I get kicked out? Did you kick me?
All right, I'm back. I think everything is still running, isn't it? Yeah. No. I don't know if anybody knows, but the storms and whatnot that went through Louisiana are. I'm not in the middle of it. I'm not in the eye of the storm, but the outskirts of the storm are causing heavy rain, thundering, and lightning. And I've been having power surges and power flickers all day. So the power would go off and then come right back on. I've been having that shit all day. So, yeah, fun. So if anyone would like to jump in and partake of the Storm/China chat, they are more than welcome to.
Am I muted?
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, that was a power flicker. The power shut off right as you were saying something, and I'm like, God damn it, what happened? And the
I think it was the Chinese hacking your channel.
I wouldn't put it past them. They have better hackers than I do.
They train every day. They're like James Yeager for computers. The James Yeagers of computers.
No, I think they're more of Instructor Zero.
Instructor Zero. I haven't seen I haven't seen his channel in a while. He's still alive.
Oh yeah, he's still doing stuff. But I would much rather, much rather it be Instructor Zero than James Yeager, just because I like Instructor Zero better.
James it's funny. He's really nicer in person than he is on his online on his live streams.
I don't know. What he said to roll call really pissed me off. He's like, it's like, he allows comments on his video, and roll call disagrees with him, and he said, "Well, why don't you go make your own fucking videos?" And and quite honestly, I wanted to reply saying, "Hey, FYI, dumbass, he does."
What was the context? Because everything's about context.
I don't know. James was talking about some situation or whatnot, and roll call made a comment, and I don't remember the name of what he said, but James didn't care for his opinion and said, "Well, why don't you go make your own fucking videos?" That was his comment to roll call's comment, and I'm like,
the problem with most people
I wanted to reply, well, FYI, he does make his own fucking videos, so fuck you.
Yeah, but I mean, to be perfectly honest, can I just be perfectly honest for a second? Most gun YouTubers don't train anywhere near. They don't even shoot their guns. Okay, so I mean, when you're talking to James Yeager, the guy who shoots 1,000 rounds a day, it's kind of hard for him. Okay, it's like Jesus talking to the devil about spirituality. Okay. So, I mean, come on, let's be honest. If you're going to talk to somebody about training, don't give James a hard time. Don't give Clint Smith a hard time. Don't go to the source and act like you know what the hell you're talking about. When most of the time we don't. I'm including myself in that. You know.
Well, my point is, if you don't want comments, even comments that that may contradict your message of the video, don't turn comments on your videos.
My suggestion is, and this is what I'm going to do when I lose a couple of 20 pounds. That's like 2 times 20. That's 40.
Oh, just 40. You're just saving 40. Okay.
Because oh, thanks a lot. Wow, that was mean.
I mean,
Anyway.
no, I wasn't saying it to be mean. I'm like, well, I'm looking at losing 100 pounds.
I'm just talking about a start, okay? Because if it was 100, I'd be dead before I could get to tactical response. But I want to go. He offered me a free course 7 years ago. I got a video where he challenged me, and I'm like a dumbass. I didn't do it, and I haven't done it yet, and I keep coming up with these excuses. So I dare not go to his channel and say anything negative, because I don't have the balls, I don't have the gut, I don't have the wherewithal to just go do it. Just go take fighting pistol. Just do it, Otherwise, just, I got to keep my damn mouth shut. So when the roll call, who the fuck is roll call anyway? Who is he?
Roll call, he's another YouTuber. He's also a veteran. So,
well, God bless him then. Okay.
So,
but I mean, James put himself in harm's way, and I think this is what is wrong with YouTube is they don't consider James putting himself in harm's way the same as a Marine putting. And I'm going to say a Marine probably is on the higher plane. He'll have a better condo in Valhalla than James will, but still, James, you know what I mean? You got, if you get to actually know the guy, you can overlook the videos, right? This is what happens when you meet anybody in real life, just like Hoss, G-Webs, when I met them in real life. You don't judge them by their videos. You judge them right by their true character. You can't know somebody's true character by watching a video. That's really the point in a nutshell. Yeah. Don't judge people by their videos, because videos are just a shadow of a person. They're not the real person. Yeah.
All I was saying, I just didn't like what he said. We replied to Rocall's comment with. I just didn't like that.
What was it?
Of anything he could have said, well, then maybe I shouldn't turn comments on in this video. Other than cursing someone out. I mean, wow, okay. I'm
typically a no grudge held person. Like me and even New York Outcast had some disagreement at one time, but I still feel like I can talk to him anytime. That's the thing about life. You got to learn to have disagreements with people and still be their friend.
Right, but again, to someone who doesn't know him in person, that seems real off-putting and unprofessional, in my opinion.
Right, but just like with anybody, if you just take a second to get to know them, then they're different, because everyone puts up a persona. You can pick anybody on YouTube, anybody on the internet, and they will put up, then you will go visit them. They have a persona that they put up when they're on YouTube. It's like a part they play, and nobody is immune to this.
No. I'm exactly the same person I am on here as I am in real life. So,
I try to be, but it's hard.
I know not everyone can do that. Some people believe that they have to have a persona, and that's fine. If you believe you have to have your own character for your own channel, that's fine.
I will say that you're just as mean offline as you are online. Because
I'm not trying intentionally to be mean. It just sounds like it, okay.
Now Strike will be helping me with my server, and it'll be like, damn it, Tony.
Damn it, Tony, when'd you break this time?
Yeah.
No, I don't do that. I'm not that bad. You just give me problems.
But I've watched James Yeager give what James is like a lot of people who don't brag about what they do. Like I have seen him give, and give. And a lot of people are like this who have these personas online. Offline, they're giving half of what they earned away to other people. You know.
I agree with that. With Midnight Range TM, New York Rob D is totally an a-hole. For anyone that doesn't know, Rob D is NY Outcast. Yeah. Okay, John. I'm telling you right now, John.
Oh my God, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard on the
John,
internet.
that is funny coming from an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, that's funny. We need a meme right now. Ewok with Not Strike. Not Strike is Ewok.
And I just trimmed my beard today too. It's not as long as it is.
That's the one thing about COVID that's been nice. I haven't trimmed my beard in probably 4 months. I don't know. I'm just like screw anybody that says anything.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't like it. She's
well, you know how wives are. They don't necessarily like beards. Some of them do, some of them don't. You know.
Mine's working on probably another man anyway. So.
Well, that's none of my business. Yeah, go ahead and take a bow, John. You Oompa Loompa.
Oh my God, I went to mute myself.
It's fine.
That's funny. Oh my God, that's funny.
I
got Ewok. That was one of the first funny characters in the movies I thought was funny were Ewoks. That's some funny stuff right there.
Yeah.
I can see your new thumbnail now. That should be, take that Not Strike thing down. You know what? I was telling Not Strike before we started.
I could go back to Duke Nukem.
I forgot about that. After all these years, I've never noticed that you didn't have a Glock in your logo, which I think is pitiful.
Well, because the first handgun I bought wasn't a Glock. I got a 1911 like a real American.
Well, I mean,
granted, I didn't get an American 1911. I got an imported.
It doesn't matter what first handgun you had. I mean, all old men were born before 1980, right? Before Glock was a thing. So, yeah, we've all had older models, or that's not our first handgun.
Technically, I was born 3 years after 1980.
Now that we've met Jesus, we know that Glock is, the thing. So you have to change your life. You have to cleanse.
I didn't know John Moses Browning was in town.
Yeah. I think he drank too much Jack Daniel's whiskey. But
okay. All right.
I wish they quit saying Ewok, because I don't want to just laugh every time I see it. It's funny.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get that. Yeah, I know.
Gremlins weren't that cute. They weren't that funny. Gremlins were kind of an easy thing to create, right?
Yeah,
they weren't that. Ewoks were funny because they were like miniature Bigfoot.
They were based off of lore.
Ewok was like a Bigfoot baby, a Yeti baby. Yeah, but Gremlins were just boring looking. So Ewoks had character. So at least
Jason, what's going on?
Hey guys, how you doing?
So are we on for tonight, Jason?
No, I'm not doing a show tonight. I just got home.
I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row, man. What the heck?
No, didn't I do one last week?
Did you do one last week? I thought you didn't do one last week.
I know I skipped a week or two. It might be an every other week thing.
Well, you need to make that clear. Yeah. So
I apologize to my
only-
loyal fan
yeah.
base.
yes.
Only people with dedicated websites should have to do something every week. So
Well,
Yeah.
then damn, that means I have to because I have nightstrike.com.
that's what I mean.
You know.
So
And you know, you got artisantony.com. What's your excuse?
that's just a placeholder.
Oh, that's a placeholder. Oh, is
Yeah,
that
it
what
doesn't
that was?
mean anything.
Uh-huh.
That was just so somebody wouldn't steal the URL.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube's been screwy the last couple days. I mean, I looked and everything should be fine as far
You
as
mean
for
you mean
GunTube.
not since Google bought it?
Well, we were not even going to go there. But yeah. So,
It's
Uh-oh.
23.
Mr. Glock 23 every day, all day. There, I said it once. That's all. I'm not saying it 15 million times. That got old fast.
Oh man, did I just hop in the Glock chat?
No. What's it?
Well, we were discussing how the logo doesn't have a Glock in it. It should have at least a Glock 19 in between the Beretta and the 1911.
Yeah.
It should have a.
Yeah, G20. Ghost Shadow. It says at Night Strike. Damn, YouTube keeps dumping playback res to 144. Yeah, I know. YouTube's been screwy. NY Outcast says people are counting on your guidance, Jason. Jason, you're letting your fan base down.
Yeah, I know. Just having life get in the way a little bit.
Wait. As a mod on his channel, I support his decision to hold a show whenever he feels like holding it.
Well, thank you, G23.
Hold on, I have to say this. Suck up. Okay.
Oh, I was waiting for him to really give it to me. I thought he was just setting me up there for a minute.
Yeah. Well, wait. He might be subtle about it.
Yeah, I was waiting for how terrible of a person I am.
Yeah. I'm only going to run this for an hour, so.
That's all I had to say. I just jumped on to say that. I'm out.
Oh, appreciate
good night, guys.
Oh,
Everybody
Wow.
watch G23's channel. Saturday late in the afternoons. He'll probably go for 3-4 hours.
He probably will. He's busy right now, though. So. All right.
I'm watching on the lag side. I'm watching on the YouTube side, so it's weird to hear people say things and then it happened later. There's like a time lapse.
NY Outcast says, don't let G23 buy any gun stuff from you. His lady cut him off for a while. He's got to be jonesing by now. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, nice thing I can say about Glock. They have great warranty. First 2 Glocks I owned, both broke and got replaced free of charge. Didn't even have to pay shipping. Well, you know.
Good Lord.
At least
people are
that.
such liars. You're such a liar. No Glocks break. They don't break. You're such a don't lie. Jesus will come and visit you in your sleep and take you away. Okay. Stop lying about Glocks failing. Okay. I bought a.
Why don't we just get Pastor Vestiments and you can go on and speak the word of Glock?
I bought a Glock. I bought a Gen 3 from a retired police officer. There's no telling how many rounds, tens of thousands. It's still shooting. It's still my favorite gun. There's no defects. Never had. It's so funny how people claim that Glocks break. But anyway, there, I'll start some controversy.
He's saying Glocks don't like getting shot at negative 53 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't know anything that likes being shot at minus 53.
I think metal. I think a 1911 works still.
It'll all freeze up. It's all steel.
It'll probably be fine.
Your sweat would ooze down between the cracks. And
No, your sweat wouldn't. You wouldn't sweat in cold.
if you were being shot at, you would.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I've got both. I've got a 70 series 1911 and a Glock 19, and they both are cool. Okay, one holds 7 rounds, one holds 15. Excuse me if I like the 15 rounds of accurate, accurately deployed goodness.
I put a down payment on a new gun today.
What was it?
Beretta 92 FS, but this one's the Made in America, the law enforcement version.
See, John Z's like me. You can get monkey butt in the winter. There's no time you can't get monkey butt. But you know what's funny about the Beretta, the 92s, is that I actually, what was this, 20 years ago, I was going to buy one, and my little short stubby fingers didn't feel comfortable. The trigger pull is so long on those suckers.
Well, if you change to thin grips, that helps out a lot. But I have several. But I didn't have an American-made FS. They usually been pretty hard to get a hold of the last few years. But thinking maybe with the Corona issue, maybe not that many were going to come from Italy, so they put some out, I guess. But I was glad to get one.
Power went out again.
What? Power went out?
Power went out again and flickered on me. So.
What are you in a hurricane or something?
I wouldn't call it a hurricane. It's just storms.
What is this? I love listening to the media's propaganda about all the multiple hurricanes that are. They do realize that
they've never been through a hurricane in their life. They live in California.
Multiple storms come off the west coast of Africa every year, right? It's just that they're naming more storms. They didn't used to name that many, right? Because now a man from the National Weather Service is naming more storms. We're having more storms. What's that?
Yeah, they started naming the storms in the 80s. Like that's why. I mean, like the last really big one in South Carolina was Hugo. You remember that one? You were a spry young chicken then.
Yeah, Hugo was that. What year was that? 79.
That was 89.
89.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
There was one like in the mid 80s that I went down to do a hurricane recovery camp, and we replaced the roof for this old lady. That had to be 80 because we went down to the University of Alabama, Southern Alabama. What was that? What year was that? What was the one before Hugo?
I don't know.
Andrew?
Yeah, there's 2 night strikes. Oh my God.
There is only one. There can be only one. Hey,
on the
Jason,
YouTube side, there's 2.
Jason, are you on your laptop?
Yep.
All right. Go and click on my tile, and you click the 3 dots, and assign me moderator.
Oh wait, do it. Assign me moderator first, and then do him second.
I already did it. I'm sorry.
You're not going to ban him.
Not from my own chat. You can't.
Hey, roll call's out there in the chat.
Yeah, roll call's out there in chat. Give him a link. Oh, he's probably still at work. Never mind. We don't want him to get him in trouble at work. But yes, as I mentioned earlier,
hurricanes don't exist. That's funny.
Yeah, hurricane. It's just like the Earth is flat. Yeah, I'm having power issues right now because of the storms. It's all it is just rain and some thunderstorms. I'm not getting anything else other than that. I'm not getting any heavy winds or anything.
You need to go up and adjust the tin foil on your roof.
I tried.
Spin
I
it around
tried.
a couple times.
I'm even wearing the tinfoil hat, but it's just not working.
You got too much antenna now.
I've got too
Yeah,
much.
you got interference with your own self.
I knew there was something wrong. I just couldn't place it.
You need to stop reading that HARP stuff where, you've got too many antennas gathering information.
Well, it's HARP.
The internet's so funny.
I am not multiplying at all. So
I'm surprised you got COVID with all that microwave floating around.
I know. I'm surprised I got it too.
That just proves that electromagnetic
Electromagnets
energy
won't work.
does not kill COVID.
No, it does not.
No,
Might
you
kill
need
brain
that.
cells, but not COVID.
You need that blue light.
Oh my
Blue
God.
light that they shove
Nice.
down your lungs.
John Z's got an Ewok mask. The Ewok masks are made out of wool, not cotton. That's the difference.
Well, that might itch.
Emu wool. Ewok masks.
So, how long you got to wait for your rifle?
I got the tracking today, so it says so far. I don't know whether they shipped it out yet, but the tracking says estimated delivery date Monday by 12 p.m.
And
So by lunchtime.
Which grade was it? The low grade or the mid grade?
It's. I wanted the field grade, but they ran out, so I got the special grade, which was some of the receivers had some pitting and rust on them. They refinished and got rid of that. There's still some pitting on it, but they've got rid of the rust. They've completely reparkerized the entire rifle with a new barrel and a new stock.
Nice.
How does reparkerizing give you a new barrel?
Well, they took the old one off and put a new one on, a new Criterion.
Yeah. Okay, I was just confused the way you said it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. With the special grade excuse me, M1 Garants, they some of them are rifles that had rust or pitting on the receivers. They refinished the receivers. They add a new Criterion barrel to the receivers and a new stock, and they reparkerize the metal on the rifle.
I just want you millennials to know that even back when the rifles were being made, we called them Garands. There's no sin, there's no retribution for saying Garand, because even back when the rifles were being made, they were being called Garands. I know it's an internet thing to chastise people and to have BLM come to your house if you say Garand, but
people are just going off of what Ian from Forgotten Weapons said because he read a memoir of John C. Garand, and he said it was pronounced Garand.
What did he put the little,
the memoir
said, in a different place?
The memoir said it. So
the memoir,
yeah.
He also has a some sort of infatuation with France too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised. His French rifles are still in working condition because I thought they would have surrendered already. Because we all know the French don't work.
Grande. Ole.
Garand is how I've always heard of it.
That's how I
know the guy's
I'm
name
57,
was Garand,
and before the internet was even a thing, we called it Garand. So yeah. I actually had one, and I sold it I actually pawned it, and now I can shoot myself in the foot for doing it. Along with my M1 carbine.
How much did you pay for them?
I think it was around $200. I can't remember honestly, but it seems vaguely. I vaguely remember paying $150 for the M1 carbine and like a $200 or so for the gray. This was like 1978, something like
That must have
that.
been the 80s or that must have been the early 80s.
Yeah, whenever you could actually get one. Because we used to go like my friend. I remember going like my friend I grew up with used to love to go frog gigging. We had this like swampy pondy area, and I remember taking my M1 carbine one night and saying, "Oh yeah, you got that stick with a prong on it? Watch this." And half the water would be blown out of the pond. It was kind of funny. He'd be like, "Well, I was going to eat the frog, but now I can't." But anyway.
Now you can't. Well, you should have known better for wanting to eat the frog in the first place.
Yeah, I thought it was about population control. I didn't realize he was wanting to eat them. So.
Yeah, well, frog legs. So.
But there's a lot of different. Life was different before the internet.
I know. I remember a time of which before the internet. I'm the last generation that does.
I think you are. The Ewok generation.
Damn it. Well, it's better than the blue dress.
Yeah, when did the Ewok? What year was that? 1980? Was it 1982 or 84?
83, 84.
It's Return of the Jedi, so. Return of the Jedi came out in 83? So, yeah.
That was back when in Tennessee, we already knew that Princess Leia was his sister. We already knew that. We could tell by the way he looked at her. So there was no secrets.
Yeah, because Tennessee knows all about that. They know. They know all about the whole kissing cousins thing.
Now my fellow Tennesseans are going to be mad at me. They'll be trolling my
They're
videos.
going to. You're getting it. It's not my fault. Just send all complaints to shootingleft-to-center@gmail.com.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought you were going to give them my email address. That was close.
I can do it. I'll do it. I know your Gmail too.
Yeah, it's artistantony@aol.com.
even I remember you should have seen me when I was a teenager. I was like, AOL's communist, man. It was funny. It was a funny time.
Wait, you were a teenager?
When did AOL come out?
AOL came out like in the mid-90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So you would have been at least in what? Your late.
It wasn't. Well, I thought it was the late 80s. No, you're right, because it had to be when the internet was plugged. When the internet wasn't plugged in then. That's right. Yeah.
It might have been in your 30s.
Yeah. So I was old enough to know about communism. That's for sure.
You grew up during the Cold War.
Yeah, I'm a victim of the Cold War.
Yeah.
I was even rooting for Putin back then. But
I was born towards the end, but I remember some of it.
Gorbachev, he was the man.
Yeah.
It is funny how people looked at Russia differently when they decided to tear down the wall, when they decided to let the wall be torn down. And it was like, it's like people loved Reagan for doing it, but then they started becoming more empathetic or sympathetic to Russia. And then maybe that's when the love of AKs began.
Oh. I remember Gorbachev. I also remember Yeltsin too. The guy before Gorbachev.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had I forgot what year it was. It was 1970 something. Our nuclear plant here, that's within 20 miles of my house. It was like only 20 miles away. So you got those, what was it, iodine pills or whatever in the mail? And I never will forget my building trades teacher, because I didn't go to a normal high school. I went to a building trades high school. hence artisan construction. But I remember my building trades teacher. He was real serious, and he said, "You know, we're gonna because the school was only 5 miles away. Right? It was Sequoia Nuclear Plant. You can look that up, and it was Sequoia Vocational School. Right? So I didn't go to a regular high school, but anyway, he was like, "Okay, we have to do this training since we live, since we're in this school next to the nuclear plant." And he went through the whole thing. He said, "Now what you do is you put your hands down, near your ankles, and put your head between your legs, and below your desk, and kiss your ass goodbye."
More or less.
And he was an instant hero for that. It was funny, but
well, he just waited for the right moment. That's it.
That was when we were all afraid we were going to get blown up by Ruskies and nuclear. Now, what's funny is, liberals tout, or they applaud nuclear power instead of coal burning, which is irony.
Yeah, they want to get rid of coal burning and only use nuclear. And the fact is that, we kind of need to use everything we got because, we don't have enough nuclear plants. And, if Russia is any indication, nuclear power is bad, okay?
Well, the generation before the wackos, the wackos before the current wacko generation said nuclear power was bad. It was evil, right? Now, and see, when you live long enough, you realize that liberals are just wackos all the way around, because it doesn't matter what the current schema is; they're just wackos.
Well, of course I know. That's why we got John Z out there.
Is John Z can't be a liberal. He can't be a Democrat.
Well, he's content to live in New York.
He has too much of a sense of humor to be a Democrat.
Well, he's
Democrats
content to live in New York City, so I'm just saying,
Now, G23 is correct because I live in the Tennessee Valley, and hydroelectric power is the cleanest, and we have the cheapest electric rates.
There's only one problem about hydroelectric power.
What is it?
Sometimes the dams break. It's happened at least once or twice here in the United States.
Where? I don't remember that.
It was a few of them in the 70s, I think.
I think more Chinese dams have broken than American dams. Or where are the majority of broken dams? Not the Tennessee Valley, I can tell you that.
No, not in Tennessee, no. No. Let's see. There was one in what did they say? Norwich.
Most of the dams that break are the earthen dams that aren't engineered very well.
There's Teton Dam, Teton River in Idaho. There was Laurel Run Dam, which was in Pennsylvania.
What's Crisp Code GA Power Plant? What's that? Is that Crisp County, Georgia?
Yeah, I think that might be. Let's see.
I've never even heard of Crisp County. I can't imagine people in Georgia being able to pronounce Crisp County. It's hard to say. Crispy.
There was Meadow Pond Dam in New Hampshire in '96.
Albany, Georgia.
Yeah. So there's been dams that have failed, and as you said, that's just because of poor engineering.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that any have failed in the Tennessee, like TVA dams. I don't know that any have failed. They flooded a few houses, but when they were making them.
They shut our coal mines down here in southern Ohio. And, well, they said the coal had too much sulfur in it. So for years, they blended it with like West Virginia coal. And then they changed the regulations and said we just couldn't use that coal no more. They mine that coal now and ship every bit of it to China. China came here and bought everything, and they ship it all the way around the world back to China. Our coal right here from America.
They use that money to develop
iPhones.
Well, biowarfare programs.
They use that money to fund their COVID-19 project, which got everyone sick.
That was my punchline, but I just couldn't get it out of my mouth. No, but did you read the article lately that, what was it just here last week? That
some lady saying it was engineered?
Yeah, there was a Chinese scientist who's come out now and said, yes, it was created in the Wuhan lab.
Yeah, I'm telling you, from flat out, when it first came out, I said it's probably some bioengineered virus that the Chinese either released knowingly or released unknowingly, and but it was bioengineered.
Well,
and it might have been retaliation for the trade wars.
If you actually read more news than just one or two channels, then you'll know that back July of 2018, some of those Chinese scientists got kicked out of the Canadian lab that had basically been fostering or hoarding or banking the virus. Do you remember that? When the Chinese scientists got kicked out of the Canadian lab? That was like July. No, I remember it specifically.
Well, I don't remember. I remember something talked about it, but I don't remember the situation.
Those guys got kicked out of Canada. They went back to China. And I guess it was Wuhan. But anyway, yeah.
The Wuhan flu.
The Wuhan flu. Was the Canadian flu? Now it's the Wuhan flu. Canadian. See, it always starts in Canada.
You know what? We need to take over Canada. We need to make Canada part of the United States. And I got the perfect name for it. Okay, we'll take Canada. We'll make it a state. It'll be called Canuckland.
What? You got to be able to spell it. You know. What was
okay.
that?
Okay. We'll just call it Yukon.
Yukon. We could probably. The Canadians have been hiding the Yeti secrets, so maybe we could find the Yeti secrets up there.
I'll be right back.
Now you can make me moderator while he's gone. We can kick him out.
Strike him from his own show.
Ban him. I know one thing: the price of GunTube oil should go down as many tubes as I've bought.
Yeah.
Sorry, Night Strike. Only thing we had to talk about was the whistleblower's real name. So if
we can't say it now.
Strike or anything, we can't say it no more. We don't want to get you a strike.
You can only mention it one time in a 24-hour period.
Right.
But you know what? I have a suggestion for GunTube oil, Earl. Nobody gets my joke about when I say I bought a bunch of Earl. They don't like respond to that. They don't know what it means. But that's how we say oil in Tennessee, Earl. But because there's like people, it's like a buy dual purpose thing. You can call somebody, you can name somebody Earl, or you can buy Earl. So, but you need to make it so that guests can check out and buy Earl, GunTube Earl.
It is.
No, because I went to buy some more the other night, and you were like, you had it locked down, like only people who could register and be like lockstep GunTube people.
I've had people check out as guests, so I don't know what the problem is.
How do you check out as a guest?
I mean, I can create an account for you if you.
When you click on,
it's not like I don't know your information to do that for you. I mean, if you're too lazy to type it up, I will do it for you.
That's the second funniest thing I've heard tonight. Okay, so it's not about me. It's about like thousands of people who could be buying it without hassle, without them giving you their social security number.
All it asks for is your address. And how do you expect me to ship you something?
Because when I check out with PayPal, you don't need anything else but that, because PayPal has my address. PayPal, the nice lady at PayPal who I trust has my address. Okay.
Yeah, who is anti-gun? It says you can't pay for gun stuff via PayPal. Yes, that nice lady.
She doesn't know. She thinks it's Earl. She thinks I'm buying Earl. So she doesn't know what it is.
All I got to say is poor Earl.
But you could screen share and show us Tennesseans how to check out without. Because I was going to buy some more and you lost some sales because I was like, you know what? If I can't click on PayPal and check out, no.
Thanks.
Because you keep changing.
I haven't literally changed anything other.
People keep deleting my users, my accounts, so I can't log in. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with me forgetting my username or password.
If you need it reset, I can do that too. You know, all you have to do is ask. But
you don't have a quickie checkout?
I don't think. No, and I don't want to pay for it because it's probably a plugin I have to buy.
If you're using Joomla, you could do that because you can.
No, yeah, here you are again, on and on about Joomla. It's like, okay, let me get you the Pastor Vestments. Let me get you the Joomla, the Joomla's guy, Joomla, the Dummy's Guide to Joomla, so you can speak the good word of Joomla to everyone in the world.
No, because it's like a secret. It's like speaking in tongues.
Pastor Tony of the Joomla of the Joomla Users Appreciation Group. Good Lord.
I know. I feel like I've said too much already.
I think you have, but again, I still think it's funny. I might get you a Joomla Bible just for the hell of it as a gag gift. You're not saying no. You're not saying yes.
They got quick Joomla. They got quick PayPal egress. That's what they should call it. Quick egress from websites.
Yeah.
Because it's like a fire in a house. You just want to get out. Okay, you want to get your crap and get out.
Yeah, I know.
Quick egress.
Oh boy!
I should be a marketing campaign manager for PayPal.
You should. You'd be on
quick
the ball.
Egress. Quick egress.
Is that even a thing?
You got a fire? We can get you out of here. Quick.
Wow.
So I was trying to figure out how to shoot my SKS for the first time without getting blown up. Because even though I got the gas tube unfrozen, I still think I think I'm going to put one round in my duckbill 20-round magazine and just let it make sure it doesn't start auto firing on me. Because aren't they bad about hang fire or aren't they bad about the firing pin freezing up and then excuse me,
slam fire?
Slam fire. Thank you,
yeah,
Jesus.
Slam fires. Yeah.
I think JS is short for Jesus now. Thank you.
But what you can do is look up Murray's SKS firing pin on Google, and you can go and get a kit, which basically it adds a spring. It's a modified SKS firing pin, which comes with a spring that you just replace or just use in place of the firing pin, and you won't have slam fires anymore.
Well, it was a Russian made firing pin, so I don't think it needs any adjustment. But thanks anyway.
I know. I'm just saying, you can get that kit and replace it, and you won't have any problems. You won't.
What does it have? A little
have to worry
thing?
about it.
What you're serious? It has a little spring that sits behind it or something?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not messing.
Yeah. It's just a regular firing
because
pin.
how would it allow? Because the pin is supposed to be free floating, right? It's not supposed to have a tension on it. That's the problem.
Yeah, but the hammer, there is a hammer in the fire control group which hits the firing pin. So ergo, even if there's a pin there, even if there's a spring there, the spring is only going to make it, go back to its original position after the hammer, moves back.
I know. I was like gun-loving grandpa. I was like, I'm not going to take the cosmoline out of the firing pin so I can have a full auto. That's funny. He's like, squeeze the trigger and hold it.
Don't do that. Trust me.
I don't want to get kicked out of my rifle club because they have literally kicked people out for their dumb guns going full auto on them. And there's like holes in the roof of the sheds, where people, I don't know what guns they were firing, but they would go full auto on them and they would not have any kind of control over their weapon. And they would just go up and shoot holes into the roof. And so when you go on an orientation for our rifle club, they say, you stand there at the shed and go, look up here. This is what happens when you don't clean the cosmoline out of your SKS. I don't know.
Oh my.
It got quiet.
Yeah, it got quiet, didn't it?
But yeah, that was the first thing I did when I was getting the cosmoline out. I was like, I'm taking this firing pin and I'm going to make sure it floats really good because I don't want it going off on me. You know what's funny though is it's kind of serious. I mean, people need to take that serious because the the piston was I had to let it soak overnight. You could not get it loose. So I imagine you could blow up a gas tube pretty easily if you weren't careful.
Yep.
But this Yugo is really nice. It has the grenade launcher and everything on it. It's pretty cool.
A good friend of mine has a SKS Yugo like that. And when he got it, they told him, make sure you clean it. And we took it apart, and his firing pin was just jammed full. It wouldn't.
Oh, they are because they haven't
move
been
at all. It had so much cosmoline and junk on the inside, and he was looking at getting that replacement firing pin with a spring in it. Just makes it safer.
I just let mine soak overnight in mineral spirits, and it floated. Now it moves easily. Moves back and forth. As a matter of fact,
rolling ship, I do too.
But I liked his Yugo like that. He had the grenade launcher bracket thing on the front, and he had the sights where you could flip up. You had two different sights, like short distance and long distance. It's a well featured military gun. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
I'm thinking about going to the range tomorrow. I finally got it cleaned up, and I got to put some GunTube Earl on it. I think it'll work if I do that.
Yep. There's more. There's more in case you want more.
I've only used like an ounce of all the 20 ounces I have so far. So
I gotta sell more. So.
Well, like I say, I tried to buy some more, but the website was locked up like a.
Yeah, if you need me to change your password, all you have to do is send an email.
Why don't you have? What I have on some of my websites? I have people can do things without registering. They can. You need to have it so people can buy stuff without registering. That's like big time e-commerce right there. I'm telling you. I could even get some of my liberal friends to buy Earl. I could tell them it's like Bitcoin Earl, and they would come and buy it.
You need to come up with Night Strike Prime, where you pay a yearly thing, no more shipping, it gets here overnight. It's called
that's
Night
funny.
Prime or Prime Strike or something.
Prime Strike. There you go.
Primer Strike.
Prime Strike. There you go.
Yeah, see,
I'd get sued by
New York Outcast even agrees. You need to have quick and easy checkout. Quick and easy. We don't want to give you our birth date, our social security number, our address.
It doesn't ask you for those things.
You know,
all it does is ask for your name and your address.
last time I had to send in a drop of blood to get Earl.
I might cry. You're gonna make me cry.
I thought I wrote down my password, but I'll have to look it up. I don't know. It is depressing though when you can't just click on PayPal or something, Venmo or something, Stripe or something.
I just use the same password for everything.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You can't run my credit. If you did anything, you would improve my credit. If you bought one thing and did one thing, you would improve
I'd
my
be
credit.
like, look, this guy's buying big time stuff. We can send him credit card applications.
Yeah,
That's funny. You know what? It's not funny though, because I've been a victim of that identity fraud before, and it's not fun. It's not fun.
I thought about coming up with an alternative to PayPal for gun and accessory purchases and whatnot. I was thinking about calling it PayStrike, but I don't know. I don't think that would have the right. I think that would give people the wrong idea.
Yeah, that sounds a little totalitarian.
What about Strike Pay? No, I didn't think so either. Right now, doesn't know what we're talking about. We're talking about stored.guntube.org, which helps me pay for various things that we use. And if you'd like to help out, go ahead, check it out. If you don't, you're not obligated to. But again, as you're not obligated to, I don't want to hear any complaining from people that don't pitch in. That's all I'm going to say.
So I'm here. I'm at one PCS, which I don't think is an abbreviation for pieces, but anyway, I'll let you get by with that one. Add to cart.
It actually is. It actually is. Yeah. So
it looks like political correctness.
Well, I can't handle that.
So if I click on 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I say add to cart, then I go to the cart, and I click on PayPal, but nothing happens. Let's see.
Should.
Pay with
PayPal. I've got enough to send it out, so. Click on card. You have to sign in first. That's what. Check that out. But again, that's just that. Also, I put the link out there on the YouTube chat if anybody else wants to jump in and talk about something else entirely different.
I'll take that as a hint, and I'll be quiet.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. But I don't want to bore people.
You don't want to what?
I don't want to bore people talking about something they're not interested in. But again, it might be that time to just shut it down anyways because it's already been an hour. So.
Did you see the L.A. County Sheriff call out LeBron James?
Yeah,
I saw that.
I saw that. That was pretty funny.
I didn't see a response from LeBron James either.
No, he just ignored it. I mean, because he got his millions. What does he care?
I think all this is going to backfire on them, which is probably well deserved. But
Also in the side chat, Tony, I linked you to Murray's gunsmithing, where he makes the modified firing pits for the SKS bolt carrier.
in the side chat, I don't see it. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Basically, he makes one that fits the Chinese, the Russians, and the Yugos. There's like 3 different variants. There's the Chinese, the Russian, Yugos. I think there's also an Albanian one as well, but they're not as common.
Rich White has showed up. He said LeBron James's wife threw a fit about it. What she has to say?
And most likely.
She should.
I'm sorry. I take that question back. I asked what she had to say about it, but I think myself and no one else cares what she has to say about it.
Ooh, that's probably true. Probably true. Yeah. Scott says there's also Hungarian. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. And then you've got. Didn't the Egyptians have their own kind of SKS too? What was it, the Hakim?
That's only if you can walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah. No, it's the Rashid, I think. I think it's either the Hakim or the Rashid.
The Hakeem Rashid.
One of them's got like a crazy bolt on top, like the whole receiver mechanism moves.
Yeah. No, the Hakim is the 8mm Mauser one. The 7.62 by 39 one was the SKS one was the Rashid. I get those two mixed up. I know one uses larger ammunition than the other. One's longer, but again, I'm not good with Middle Eastern games. Okay, I'm just not.
That's just racist, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start because we got this new peace agreement. So.
All right. I'll do my homework. I promise. Yeah, I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah, if you can't tell the difference between the two, then you need to hire like a Egyptian advisor or something, just so you're not offending everyone.
Yeah, because I don't want to walk like an Egyptian.
Well, the Egyptians are probably not the best to be advising on Middle East policy. Right. I don't think.
Yeah, no, they don't need to be advising on policy. They've already got their own problems. Well, if you look at the receivers of the Rashid and the Hakim, they look very similar. Except, the bolt is on a different side on each rifle. So.
Doesn't he play basketball?
I think he might have played for the Mets.
Rashid Hakim? Yeah.
So the NFL was down. Viewership was down, 18%, 20%?
Good, because I didn't watch him. First time in my life, I didn't watch him. I don't care. They can go to hell. But my college football's on its way back. Big Ten's going to play.
I used to be a big NFL fan when I was younger because I played football for 6 years, and I was like a big football fan. But now, I don't know. It's very boring to me.
G.A. Trucker, you do not have to say it in caps. All I have to tell you, all I have to tell you, G.A. Trucker, is if you've got a concealed weapons permit in the state of Georgia, because it says you're Georgia Trucker 69, that's all you need. And you just need to join the Grand Collectors Association, the GCA. Let me give you a link, because that's all I had to do. Is just give them a copy of my my CWP, give them a copy of my GCA membership, and that's it. I just had to sign the paperwork, have it signed by a a notary, so they could do the background check. And that's it.
They got any other stuff for sale right now besides those Garans?
No, I think Grands are the most they got.
They generally will have 1911s, but
they're not selling those right now on this website.
They're not, because my rifle club we're an affiliate, and so that's kind of a cool thing. If you can find a rifle club that you can join, you can kill several birds with one stone. Having a range to go to and also being affiliated with CMP.
So, you join the GCA, and all you have to do is give the CMP you also have to give them a copy of your driver's license, and you may or may not have to give them a copy of your birth certificate to prove you're a U.S. citizen.
Well, next summer you can bring it up here to Camp Perry, man. Try it out.
Yeah, I'm sure. No. You can go to the North store and get yours.
I'd like to have one, but around here,
I'm sure you can make
one in like 3 years.
I'm sure you can make the trip down to Port Clinton, Ohio.
Yeah, for me it's up, but yeah.
Port Clinton, Ohio is where the Civilian Marksmanship Program North store is. You can go there and buy one yourself.
Really?
I heard they're fully stocked right now.
Really? Like a citizen without being part of this club or nothing can walk in there and buy one?
Well, no, you still have to fill out all the paperwork.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to be a member of this.
No, you still do.
Club. Oh.
You still have to be a member.
You said club like it's a dirty word or something.
Sounds like I'm being infringed from getting a Garand.
No, no, it's not that.
You just have to have a membership.
They just call them rifle clubs. It's just where you can go to have,
my Constitution doesn't need a membership card.
Yeah, Roland Chip is talking about the CMP range. I thought it was in Talladega. I thought the new CMP range was in Talladega. It is. It is in Talladega. They built an entirely new range in Talladega County or Talladega, Alabama, and it is really nice. I've seen the video of it. It looks really, really nice. They also got a small shop there too. So, but yeah, the CMP South store is in Anniston, Alabama. So, Rich White says Jason is being scared by joining because he's having flashbacks to high school when the cool kids wouldn't talk to him. Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, it reminds me of when I got cut from the swim team.
Wow, your high school still had a swim team?
No, our school didn't, but I think Rich's did.
Okay, GA Trucker is saying, GA Trucker, shoot me an email and I'll email you all the information, dude. Because it's not hard. Oh, I did it. It's fine.
You mean not all caps are not hard, or?
Gun Loving Grandpa says, y'all pay me $1,000 and you can come over here and shoot all you want. Yeah, no, I've got my own backyard. I don't need to shoot at anybody else's place.
My rifle club's a lot cheaper than that too. I can join for like 8 years for $1,000.
Right?
Ours was like $125 a year. It's not bad.
My range is in my backyard, so I'm happy there.
Yeah, but see, we have attorneys that can go to court for us if our neighbors fuss about the noise.
Yeah, you have to have neighbors first.
Yeah, you got neighbors.
I've gotten one across the street. That's it.
I love my range. Usually you can go there most of the time and be the only person there, or maybe just a few people there, plenty of room for everybody. It's only $50 a year. Go anytime that you want. But the cool thing about it is last year their insurance company changed, and they're only allowed a certain number of members. If they allow any more members, then they have to go to like more expensive insurance. So it keeps the membership nice and low. You got to hurry up and buy yours membership in January, or you won't be able to get in for the whole year. But it stays pretty quiet, peaceful, and you never wait in line for anything.
Yeah, we usually go during the week, and there's maybe 1 or 2 people there at ours.
Well, the only complaint here lately is like, well, with the ammo shortage, nobody's even shooting. So it's kind of hard to go out and pick up any brass. Most
I
everybody's
haven't seen
shooting
an ammo
22.
shortage, so I wouldn't know. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, there's an ammo shortage here too.
Coins and ammo, can't get it.
Why? Well, I can find you a place to buy ammo if you want. All you got to do is go to gunbot.net, and there's plenty of places to buy.
Yeah, I tried.
What do you mean? Put it on.
Half the links I've checked on there, out of stock. Out of
That's
stock.
bullcrap.
Out of stock.
I just got a shipment the other day. Good Lord. 223, 762 by 39, 380 auto, 9mm. Got
when I clicked
4 boxes of ammo. No problem. No shortage.
Hey, there is a notice on Wilson Combat's website. Says at the end of September they are getting a huge ammo shipment of 5.56, 9mm, and 45.
What you mean is you just don't want to pay what it costs right now to buy it. That's what you mean. There's no shortage. You just don't want to buy it. That's what you mean.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Yeah.
Really?
I'll send you links to, what was these different companies? Freedom Ammunitions. Let's see. I'll have to go look and see. Freedom Ammunitions, and who else was it that just had a bunch of stuff for sale? Wasn't too bad either. I think I got 223 for like, I don't know, 69 cents a round or something.
That's not that bad.
A couple hundred rounds just to go to the range. Anytime I want to go to the range, I just buy ammo. I don't infringe on the supply that I have. So
you don't infringe supplies? Wow.
No, I don't. My supply has rights too, right?
Oh, your supply has rights too. Okay.
My supply has rights.
Uh-oh, we got somebody out there in the chat. We got a celebrity out there. Zeke's out there.
Is that Zeke Stout?
Zeke shoots. He's a minor celebrity. He's got more viewers than I do. I'll tell you that. Yeah, no, Roland Tripp is right. This is not the time to be buying ammo.
Anytime's a good time to buy ammo. You just have to. It's like buying gas. Okay, you bought gas when it was $4.50 a gallon. You can buy ammo at $1. You can buy 223 at $1.25 a round.
Defense Dad says he pays $150 a year, but there are 3 different rifle ranges, 1 pistol range, an archery range, a fishing pond, and a trap range. Way better than shooting inside. Yeah, that sounds nice. But you're also in the middle of Nebraska. So what else is there to do?
Yeah, my range has fishing pond. It's actually a fishing game club. But, I enjoy it. For years, I went there most of my whole life with never having a membership. But now they crack down on trespassers. So I have a membership.
Our rifle club has a trap range, but it's just like a little hillside. You set up your your personal throwing, your clay throwing device.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, the Rolling Trip is like me, and that's what I mean by I don't infringe on my supply. Just buy what I want to shoot now, but I keep all the ammo that I had before. I don't, so that's the way it should be, right?
Zeke Shoot says there was a guy in town that lost his garage because he was storing cheap gas. Yeah. Okay, I have no idea where the cheap gas came from, but yeah, you don't store cheap gas. There's a reason why it's cheap, right? Oh boy.
Well, I'm going to jump off here, man. Good to see you.
Yep.
Thanks for the invite. Good to see you, Tony.
You too.
You guys have a good evening. Maybe catch you tomorrow night.
All right, take it easy.
Y'all take care.
You too.
Anyone that wants to jump in, we're still going. I'll go for a few more minutes and then we'll okay.
So I'm on gunbot.net and let's see, SG Ammo has ammo, 33 cents a round, 223. Bulk ammo. Freedom Munitions is where I bought my last batch.
See, I was looking for 5.56.
5.56, whatever. You just need a gun that'll shoot both. Cheapo. Let's see. Okay. Eagle Eye Guns. 44 cents a round. I think a lot of this is just mythical stuff. People love to create a crisis. There's no gun. There's no ammo shortage. There's no ammo. It's just not. It's just a myth. We love to get in a crisis. We love to think we need to head to the bunker. And we don't.
We don't?
No, we're fine. We're going to be cool. The sky's not falling, man.
It's not?
Uh-uh.
I was hoping.
Venture Munitions in stock. Powder Valley in stock. AIG in stock. Primary Arms in stock. Bulk Ammo in stock. Ammo Fast in stock. PBR in stock. Wilson Combat in stock. Ammunition Depot in stock. You can't. Can you even name a place that's out of stock?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Defense Dad went to say he went on to say, "I'm not in central Nebraska. I'm in eastern Nebraska." Okay. All right. Okay, we've got that correction there. Defense Dad also goes on to say that his range is the local chapter of the Isaac Walton League. I don't know what that means, but okay.
What's LGS New York Outcast? What's that?
Local gun shop.
Oh, well. No ammo, my local gun shop. Well, I'd say that guy's probably just a tight one, didn't want to buy it.
Well, he's also.
But if you go to gunbot.net, you'll see that there's hundreds of places that have ammo in stock.
Well, I don't know if you're allowed to have ammo delivered to your home anymore in New York. Let us know if you're still allowed to get ammo at home, New York Outcast.
Let me go put my address in as a New York address, like I'm going to have it.
Walter Davis says there are a lot of guys selling ammo in the local farm markets, all new and very reasonably priced. Hey, there you go.
I think, honestly, I mean, I'm being honest here. A lot of people love living in the novel. They love living in they love being in the atmosphere of a crisis, right? So if I can put myself in the mindset that there's no ammo and there's a crisis, I can feel like maybe that there's, it's like an exciting time or whatever. But really, if you just look, there's plenty of ammo. There's no ammo. You know what I mean? I've been buying ammo. Every time somebody tells me not to buy ammo, I go buy ammo. And every time somebody tells me there's a shortage, I go buy ammo. And that's how I got most of my ammo.
Stop buying all my ammo, Tony. Buying all my ammo. Come on.
That's why I have plenty of ammo. Because every time somebody
leave some for me,
complains,
dude.
every time somebody says there's a shortage or there's no ammo or you shouldn't buy it, I go buy it. And that's why I have plenty, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't understand this. I just don't get it.
You're taking up all my precious ammo. Leave some for me, man.
Cabela's, Midway USA, Cabela's, Gander Mountain, Target Sports USA, Bass Pro Shop, Target. Let's see, what else? Hundreds of places.
Yeah.
Don't be freaking mind lazy, people. Just don't. Don't allow yourself to become part of the crisis.
Zeke Shoot says, "I hate living in crisis mode. It's not the internet guys that bug me for help. It's all the locals. It's not fun at all." Yeah. Yeah,
I don't mean
the Cabela's out where he is wiped out. Yeah, I went to PSA the other day. They're wiped out too.
There's this thing called online buying. There's this thing called click and click. Check out, click. You're done. A few days later, you get ammo in the mail.
Oh my God, it can't be that easy.
And angels sing as you open the box.
Now, and Roland Tripp is asking, bulk ammo, or boxes? That is a good point.
What do you mean bulk ammo or boxes? Usually bulk ammo comes in boxes. What does that mean, bulk ammo or box? You mean like 50 round boxes?
20 round boxes?
You just have to look at the price per round. If you use gunbot.net like I do, you can go down and look at the price per round. They have it sorted, first of all, by the caliber. Then they have it sorted by the price per round. And then you can decide whether you want to buy 50 rounds or 200 rounds. I generally buy about 200 rounds at a time of each, especially if the prices are a little bit high.
Yeah, I normally just buy 20 round boxes, or depending on the caliber. Sometimes I buy, sure, I'll buy, a couple hundred rounds.
Well, It's not worth going to the range with 20 rounds. I mean, good Lord.
Well, I'm not saying I just buy one box. I'm not buying one box of 20 rounds. I'm buying multiple 20 round boxes.
Okay. Well, that's how they will come to you. So if you buy 200 rounds, you'll get 10 boxes of 20 round, you'll get 10 20 round boxes. Right. That's how they come. You're just buying it in bulk to get the
Walter
price.
Davis says his phone's dying. Good night, all. Well, bye, Walter. Take it easy.
He's mad because I said ammo was easy to get.
So jelly. Ooh, here's some good ammo.
I've actually bought from cheaper than dirt too. You see, I don't let the gun myth. I don't let the gun channel people tell me not to buy from cheaper than dirt either. You know what? If
I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the building.
If cheaper than dirt is 50 cents a round, and Freedom Munitions is 65 cents a round, guess who I'm buying from? Cheaper than dirt. Yeah.
Wow. I remember the opinions and views of our panelists here on Night Strike One channel are not necessarily the opinions or views of Night Strike.
You know what? It's called capitalism, and it's called a free market, and it's called freedom, and it's called I'm not going to be ruled by some fascist person telling me I can't buy from cheaper than dirt. If you tell me not to buy from cheaper than dirt, I will go there right now and buy 100 rounds. So,
do it.
All right, you want a screen share?
No.
You want a screen share?
I'm kidding.
Screen share me.
I'm kidding. No.
You should buy. Guess what? Here's the thing. Do you have power? No. Does anybody in the gun community on YouTube have power? No. So stop acting like you have power. Stop acting like you can boycott. Stop being the cancel culture. This is what drove me away from the YouTube community on YouTube. Okay, you're worse than a bunch of freaking liberals. You're worse than the cancel culture. Any cancel culture there is, because you're like thinking you have the power. 500 people can stop some company from doing business. Springfield. Who else is supposed to be? Who else are we supposed to be
Springfield,
boycotting?
Rock River Arms, and what was it? Cheaper than Dirt, I think.
Right. Now see, they're going to call me a FUD, and this is the thing. You see, they can't. It's okay. Call me a FUD.
I mean, if
Call
somebody
me
wants to
whatever
come
you
in
want.
here and debate Tony,
I don't care. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want. You have no power. You had your chance. You had your chance to shut down Cheaper Than Dirt. So I don't want to hear this crap. Okay, the gun community had its chance to shut down. It had a chance to show its power, and it showed nothing. Nothing. Cheaper Than Dirt still in business. So guess what? I'm going to go buy ammo from Cheaper Than Dirt.
Okay, go buy ammo. It's okay.
Go do it.
Do it. You don't have to do it right now, but
you can't even. Half of the people boycotting Cheaper Than Dirt don't even know why they're boycotting. It's like 90% of the people at BLM don't know why they're protesting. It's the same thing.
That part is true. Half the people in protesting BLM think half of them think it's for George Floyd. The other half don't know what the hell they're doing. That march is true.
Yeah, it's the truth of everything. It's true with all cancel culture. It's true with the gun community cancel culture. It's true with BLM cancel culture. It's true with all of it. They're a bunch of sheep.
True with every community.
It's just a bunch of sheep. Okay, quit being sheep. Don't do it. Don't fall into the sheep mentality. That's my preaching for tonight.
You've got brain cells. Use them.
Please.
That's all.
Let me ask you this: if you can buy, it doesn't matter. You see, if you go to gunbot.net, guess what? I don't see Cheaper Than Dirt on here.
Really?
Why? I'm looking. I'm still looking.
Rock River Arms, Zeke Shoot says, they're like 5 miles from me. They don't like me. I covered the bankruptcy of a local dealer, and I was very in depth about it. Made them very, very uncomfortable, so they blocked me on all social media. Wow.
Who's that? Cheaper Than Dirt? Who's he talking about?
I think he's saying Rock River Arms.
No, I don't really care.
Well, Zeke, you're not in Illinois, are you?
The thing about it is, what did? Let me ask you this, okay? Honestly, I'm being honest, okay? I'm not just being facetious. What did Cheaper Than Dirt do to hurt you personally? What did they harm?
Nothing.
Yeah. Right.
Nothing. But I will be honest. I have bought stuff from them in the past, unknowing that they did what they did in whenever, and I've gotten shit for it. Yeah, and I haven't bought anything from them since, obviously, and they've done the same thing that they did last time that they're doing now.
What they do?
Their prices are overpriced.
So who is the idiot? The person that pays the price, or the person that, you know what I mean, or who doesn't? Why would you?
Hold on. Let me answer. In this situation where they're price gouging, then yeah, it's the idiot who's paying for it. Obviously,
I could destroy this argument in 30 seconds.
But
how does a company price gouge? Just tell me. They are not if it's not water or air, okay? They're not the only supplier of ammunition.
No, they're not.
There's nobody making you buy ammo from Cheaper Than Dirt. If you bought it from them and then said, "Oh my God, I was gouged," then you're the idiot.
Exactly.
Okay, so
you're making that point. You're making that point. Go online.
That's right. But that's not the company's fault. It's not the company's fault. You were an idiot.
There's websites like Gunbot. There's WikiArms that also track calibers. There's a couple websites that do that. Go to those websites. You'll find better prices than Cheaper Than Dirt. So,
Well, this is the difference between someone who is a purist when it comes to a free market and somebody who is really more of a liberal than they think they are when they want to start controlling free enterprise. honestly. So let me tell you how it works. For all
I
you
don't care
people
where
out
anyone
there
else shops. I just care where I shop.
For all you people who are complaining about it, here's what happens. If I make widgets, okay, and those widgets become if they come unobtainable, okay, and that's all, and that's my livelihood, and I can only sell, and I'm only selling widgets. Now the widgets I have in my stock have to make up for the difference in the amount of time that it's going to take to resupply those widgets. Okay, so the price for the widgets just went up, and I hate to be the person to educate you about how economics works, but that's how it works. So if their prices jump up, it's because if their stock is not available, the stock that they have to sell to try to make up for that. Now, guess what? That's what their side. Your side is, I don't have to buy it. But the third side is that you don't have to be a moron either and go around preaching about trying to shut down the company. It's just lunacy. It's ridiculous. It's idiocy. It's infantile. It's all of the above. So there. This is why I don't get invited to chats
anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's your opinion, and you are more
That's all it is.
That you are more than right to have your own opinion. I'm not going to say one way or the other. I'm not going to say it's wrong or not either, because it's not my place. I'm not you.
My point is that if you think you've been harmed by cheaping the dirt, take them to court and see how it works out for you. If you can go to court and prove you were harmed, if you were harmed in some way, then you will win. If you can't prove you were harmed by that business, then you're going to lose. That's called, common sense.
Laugh out loud. I was going to do a rant about the subject. You guys didn't read my notes, did you? Ha ha ha. Yeah, Zeke, you are more than welcome to jump in on this. I'm posted the link to this chat right here out on the YouTube side if anybody wants to jump in and either counter argue Tony's point, his opinion, or if they want to substitute their own opinion. I don't mind. Hey,
I mean, the problem really is that in the YouTube gun community there is nobody making the common sense argument. That is, when look at it objectively. Nobody looks at anything objectively anymore. That's the problem.
Oh, Zeke's being a baller. He's commented in the chat from the bathtub. All right.
We're watching him.
G.A. Trucker says, I'm offended. We marching in Tennessee.
Tennessee's already beat Georgia. You know how? Georgia tried to come steal water out of our river, our Tennessee River. And we said, you know what? Our governor said, we're taking tanks and we're going to park it on the Tennessee line. And if you try to take our water, we're going to blast your ass. So I don't have any problem with Georgia Tucker. He can come. Remember that Georgia Trucker 69? That was funny. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I was like, why don't we just give them some water? That's not a big deal.
If they need some water, give them some water. I mean, what the hell, right?
Yeah, that's all downstream from Chattanooga anyway. I don't care. It's got all of our poop in it. So that's why
I'm not sure I'd want that water.
Let them have the downstream water. Who cares? Memphis doesn't need any water.
Okay.
Memphis can get their water from what, the Ohio River or whatever.
Zeke, all I'm going to say is be careful of that bathtub. Zeke's saying no water for the peasants. Oh, man.
Plebeians.
Says the guy who's all about peasant rifles. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you as long as you're a bourgeois, you can talk about peasant rifles. Yeah. The bourgeoisie can, or we hold the majority of the rifles, and then we loan them out to the peasants.
Oh, okay. Is that what that is? Okay.
But they don't get special. They don't get the firing pins that we have. We give them.
Oh, right.
We give them the stuck firing pins.
You give them the 10 firing pins while you keep the stainless steel.
The stuck. We give them the firing pins with constantly in them.
Yeah. Wow. All right, we've gone downhill there. All right, I think this is a good stopping point. So, again, guys, I'm gonna be later a point. Go and check out store.guntube.org if you want to help continue doing what we're doing and how we do it. Check it out. Other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Friday Night Strike, which you guys will be providing the topics instead of the people who jump in providing the topics. So good luck there.
So what he's saying is he's not inviting. He never invites me on Friday night, so that's probably a good thing. I like Zeke. Zeke said his viewers are mostly from dry regions of the world.
Oh, don't say that, Zeke, because some of them might be from California.
Yeah, those wildfires will get you every time when you don't clean up those trees.
Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking part of the conversation and being out there with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Friday Night Strike, and then we'll be back on Tuesday for hit or miss. So remember to check that out. So we'll see you guys later. Take it easy.
What you get for not joining too. See, this is your punishment. Artist and Tony's your punishment for not joining on the chat.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So with that, what does this button do?